Welcome to our session, Women Entrepreneurship, Opportunities and Challenges. We are having Women Entrepreneurship Congress 2020. Already we have opened our session. Now we are at this session of Women Entrepreneurship. Hope you guys have liked our previous session, and I believe you will like our next session as well, because we have pretty ladies and leading women entrepreneurs and leaders with us. To introduce
Your microphone is off. We can't hear you.
A little bit. Yes, can you hear me now? No? Can you hear me now? Okay. Just give me a minute. I'm coming within a second. Thank you so much. আচ্ছা এখন কি ব্যাটারি আছে তো লাইভে কি ডিস্টার্ব হচ্ছে লাইভে গেছেন আপনারা কই রে ভাই ইয়া পড়ছে লাইভে গেছে Yes, sir. Yeah, can you hear me now? Hello?
Now she's on.
Yeah, here?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for giving your time, precious time. So let's get started with our session today. We have our awesome panelists today for this session, Women Entrepreneurship Challenges and Opportunities. Because we know that women entrepreneurs are having lots more challenges or opportunities, and from countries to countries it varies. And we have three panelists from three countries, so we'll know about the women entrepreneurship challenges and opportunities from our panelists. First of all, I would like to invite you all to know about our panelists. First of all, we have Fairul Abdullah Naz, who is the chairwoman of Bahrain Entrepreneurship Organization. Next, hello, Fairul. Can you say hi to our audience?
Hi.
Yeah. Next, we have Roberta Luricchio, who is the head of Lithuania, and she's with us. Hi, Roberta.
Hello.
Okay. So next we have Dante Isli Uskan, who is and he is the founder of Octomax. So we'll know a little bit more about our panelists from our panelists. So Fairul, can I start with you? Can you say a little bit about yourself with our audience?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Beauty, and thank you for inviting me to be part of the Women Entrepreneurship Congress panel today. And my name is Fairul Abdullah Naz. I am the chairwoman and the founder of Bahrain Entrepreneurship Organization. I am the former president of Bahrain Businesswomen Society, and I am the vice chairman of the ASEAN Bahrain Council. And I'm also a board member, a member in the Bahrain Chamber of Commerce and Industry. and I'm also a board member in the EO organization, but chapter Bahrain. And I am the High Commissioner of World Business Angel Investment Forum and the Director of Bahrain Country Office for the World Business Angel Investment Forum.
Thank you so much, Farah. Can I now go to our next panelist, Roberto? Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. Hello, everyone. It's an honor for me to participate here in your event. My name is Roberta, and I am the head of Startup Lithuania, a national startup ecosystem facilitator in Lithuania, small European country. I'm managing this division 3 years already. So for 3 years, I'm working with startups. And previously, I have more than 10 years experience in managing positions in different areas, furniture, telecommunication, events, and etc. So I hope today's discussion will be very interesting for all our participants.
Thank you so much, Roberta. It was great to meet you today. Next, I would like to go to Dante. Can you please say a few words about you?
Thank you, Beauty. I really appreciate this wonderful organization, and it's my honor to be together with these wonderful ladies. My name is Dante. I'm the founder of Octomex. Octomex is an impact-driven, SaaS-focused technology company. And I'm also a user experience professional and innovator that I would like to be an ambassador of change. Thank you.
Wow, great. Ambassador of change. So we have a great 3 panelists who are the change makers. And your impact can be shown in your country, in other countries as well. So let's get to the point. So our session, we are talking about the women entrepreneurship, challenges and opportunity. As I know that Ms. Farah, you are the chairwoman. Now, you definitely you have faced a lot of challenges. What are the barriers or obstacles did you face while you started your career or in entrepreneurial journey? So can you share a little bit?
Thank you, Beauty, for the question. I have started my journey 30 years ago. I'm an entrepreneur. We do have a family business, and then I have started my own business, actually, which is into interior design and home accessories and custom-made furniture. I have my own factory for custom-making furniture. My career started with when we talk about my personal issues, it wasn't easy to create a business 30 years ago. But today in Bahrain, we have a very strong entrepreneurship ecosystem. Our government put a good design or a strategy to strengthen the ecosystem in Bahrain. We as a non-profit organization, and we are non-governmental organization, like what I am chairing now, which is the Bahrain Entrepreneurship Organization, we are completing completing the gaps, if I can put it this way. We see where are the challenges and where do we need to fulfill, and how can we complement each other in terms of what our government is doing to strengthen the entrepreneurship ecosystem. To put you in the picture of the situation of women entrepreneurs in Bahrain, we have our First Lady, who is the President of the Supreme Council for Women in Bahrain. It is a council that has been established almost 20 years ago to strengthen the Bahraini women and to empower Bahraini women. Bahrain has won a prize last year that for empowering women from the United Nations. It is one of the countries that has been working a long time ago to empower women and they have been working on the gender equality from a few years now, and we are reaching very good numbers in that. We are closing that gap between the men and women. We always say, and actually last year, even Our Majesty, he declared that the Bahraini woman has been empowered already. But we are still, of course, there are still few that are working, they are on the, but they do have all the chances and the opportunities and the ecosystem for them to grow and to grow their ideas. When it comes to the support of the government, if we talk, for example, about the pandemic, as a government, the government pumped almost 4.3 billion dinars in the ecosystem to support the affected businesses in Bahrain. There has been delayed 6 months for the loan from the banks, so people will not have liquidity and cash flow problems. They have waive away the electricity and water bills for 6 months. They have paid the salaries for all the Bahraini employees which are in the private sectors.
Wow.
They have what did we have also Temkin. Temkin is a regulatory fund, which is we call it's a fund that has been established to support the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Bahrain. They have different programs to support any entrepreneur, any Bahraini entrepreneur, anyone who holds the CR in Bahrain is eligible for those programs. And these programs are different programs. Sometimes they can cover for you 50% of your automation cost if you have a factory. There are some consultation programs. There are some, it's a full support program for the ecosystem. It's a very successful story and experience in Bahrain when it comes to the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Bahrain, regardless whether it's women or men. We don't have that kind of, women have the full rights to come and approach and benefit from these organizations and supporting the funds that has been established by the government. We have also the Bahrain Development Bank, who are also providing loans for startups and entrepreneurs, and our First Lady also, she did an initiative about 4 million dinars were also placed as a fund for women entrepreneurs who has ideas and who wants to start. Of course, they should be innovative ideas, they should be different, they should fulfill the criteria of those loans. And we have also Al Usra Bank, who is also supporting the startups and the women entrepreneurs. We have also lots of accelerators and incubators in Bahrain. This is when it comes to the government, if you ask me about the government. I also want to mention that the Bahraini woman has reached so many positions today in Bahrain. The Bahraini woman made history last year that the president of the parliament is a woman in Bahrain. Wow. And we have ministers, we have ambassadors, we have doctors, we have
we have got to know so many things about you, that your government has taken so many initiatives to give support, to provide support to the women entrepreneurs. So already you have talked about some legislations. So you have talked about the opportunities. So my next question to my next panelist is that, Roberto, are you hearing me? So Roberto, as you are the head of the startup Lithuania, so what is the current scenario of the startups in your country? We have know little bit about the startup scenario at Bahrain or the Middle East. Now you are from European countries. So what is the scenario over there?
So at the moment we have really thriving startup ecosystem in Lithuania. We count more than 1,000 startups in our ecosystem, and the country is really small, just 2.8 million people. We have one unicorn, which was co-founded by a woman. So I think it's really great achievement. And if to talk about the women and the numbers, so at the moment 34% of our startups has a woman in the founders team. So there is still a place to improve, but I think the number is above the average of normal women-men balance in Europe. And what else we see that those startups which have a woman in their founders team, they attracted more investments, and their success rate was stronger and better.
Wow, great to know that. Yes, so you have a unicorn. So unicorn is not something that we can see the women leaders will be the unicorn. There are just few numbers. We can count them in. So that's great to know that you have some unicorn in your country. So I would like to invite Dante about talking about some of the challenges or the barriers in your country that you have faced, and then how you overcome all those challenges to come forward and then become the female entrepreneurs and give an example to other women.
Great. Before I start, I want to take the camera to Turkey, where I originally live.
Yeah.
And besides being an entrepreneur, as a woman, I want to bring your attention to this sensitive topic. So let me start.
Yeah.
My name is Pınar Gültekin, Şule Çet, Münevver Karabulut, Emine Bulut. I have just named a few of Turkish sisters who were brutally killed and tortured by their ex-husbands and their boyfriend, like millions of other women worldwide. Before I start, I'm inviting you to join a moment of silence with me to perpetuate their memories.
Yeah. So memories we will have definitely. There.
Yes.
Country we feel so many challenges. Yes. So definitely you had, can you mention one of the challenges that you have faced in your life?
Yes, I will come to there, but I didn't want to make all of you sad today about this. My intention was to magnify the challenge of the severity of the problem. Because before stepping outside of our comfort zone and becoming an entrepreneur, first of all, women have to take care of their fundamental survival needs in this region, like Middle East as well. Personally, for me, I didn't face with a lot of challenges, especially, but I know that when women take step outside of their comfort zone, they feel quite lonely. They don't have a support system like men do. I mean, a lot of men entrepreneurs, they get support by their parents, by their first circle of friends. We don't get the same support. Plus, we have to pay 15 different sort of taxation by the government. We don't get any support from the government at all.
Oh. Okay. So, but on the other hand, what we are seeing that in Bahrain, they are getting more support.
Yes, good for them.
Yes. Can you hear me now? Yeah. So what I was saying that in your country you face challenges, but what Faisal said that she has all the support from the government. Even in the COVID-19 situation, they have got all the support, and they got money, they got mental support, and there are some organizations from public and private sector, they are having this kind of support. So I would like to come back to the Faisal. So what would you like to suggest for the women entrepreneurs? How do they can overcome those challenges? Although we do not have, for example, I'm from developing countries. If I want to overcome those challenges, what are the things you would like to advise to those women entrepreneurs?
Dear Beauty, please, and my other panelists, yes, we do have the support. Our government is supporting the ecosystem, but this doesn't mean that we are being fed with the support. If you are not an innovative entrepreneur, if you are not a creative entrepreneur, and if you don't have a proper project, you will not get this support. And this support will not be just, it's not a grant that you have to, for example, like a subsidized loans, you still need to pay it back. You should have a proper feasibility study, you should have a proper idea so you can get the support. It's not just, during the pandemic, yes, we have been supported because it is something that all the world is suffering, and the government has to do something to support the ecosystem. Number two, when it comes to the challenges, if I go back to my other umbrella, which is the Bahrain Entrepreneurship Organization, dear Beauty, we came up with different initiatives within the organization. Our organization is a platform. We have created this platform to support entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs and youth, both genders, by the way. We are not only talking and supporting only women, we are also supporting the youth. We have came up with different events, different awareness, Zoom and virtual events to let those entrepreneurs benefit from the initiatives that the government was putting on the table during the pandemic. It's not enough that not everyone is aware. You need to do some awareness. You need to do some disruptive, so people will benefit from those initiatives. Plus, we as an organization, we also were working with the Supreme Council for Women as consultants. We were consulting and consulting women entrepreneurs who has been affected badly during the pandemic. So they are less fortunate entrepreneurs who need support from us. And we were there, and me myself did maybe more than 10 sessions, one-to-one sessions for some women entrepreneurs. We put hand in hand with all with those initiatives to support our ecosystem. As I said, we are a non-governmental organization. Plus, we as an organization, we have I always say that the pandemic always had its bads and benefits, and it brought the future to us closer. We had an initiative through the organization to digitalize all our entrepreneurs and businesses and the startups. And we brought this earlier, and since the pandemic started until last week, it has been launched. It's a platform called BahrainSouq.com. We are listing all our entrepreneurs. It is open for all Bahraini entrepreneurs to reach global markets, to reach out. And you know, Bahrain is too small and the market is too small. And because of the pandemic, we need to move faster and faster to help those businesses. We also came up with an initiative of signing with the WBAF, the World Business Angel Investment Forum, to open a Bahrain country office in Bahrain in coordination with our organization. This by itself is a platform that will help all entrepreneurs in Bahrain. It will allow them to reach global fundraising stages. It will train them in the proper way. It has a full school, a business school that can frame them and give them the proper certificates to put them on the competitive edge of the entrepreneurship ecosystem. So we are trying so hard to support the ecosystem itself and to support our women entrepreneurs as initiatives. So there are lots of challenges. We also opened an accelerator program, which is specialized in export to support the women entrepreneurs and the youth to export their products outside Bahrain. So these are the opportunities for women today. They should also grab those opportunities. They should be part of organizations. They cannot work alone. They have to join such organizations, because these platforms has been originated and it has been made for such women entrepreneurs to benefit from those
organizations.
Yes.
Yes, so true. In our country as well, many initiatives have been taken by the government as well as by the private sectors. There are some venture capital companies from the government side, that is Startup Bangladesh, where the women entrepreneurs are getting funded, and there are some other crowdfunding source. There are some angel investors as well. Even if I can talk about, there is a High Commissioner who is the chairman of Deputy International University. He is also the High Commissioner of World Business Angel Investment Forum in Bangladesh. So through that perspective, our female entrepreneurs also can get support from in Bangladesh. But I would like to know from Roberta. Roberta, can you tell us a little bit about the opportunities for the women, or which areas women should focus where they can actually flourish themselves?
So I understand now that all three participants come from totally different countries with totally different women's situation. And in Lithuania, we have really equal rights, women and men, for a long time already. Even in 1926, 2 women already applied for the president post in Lithuania, and we had a president, a woman, for 2 cadences. We have a lot of top management positions led by women in Lithuania. So women can use all the opportunities that are created by the government for entrepreneurs. So we don't have special programs for women or for men. It's equal for everyone. But I really understand what Dante meant and what she wanted to say. Even if there will be specialized programs for women, we have to talk about the essentials. If the girls were not educated from the beginning, so how can they create innovative businesses when they don't have IT background, and when they were raised to be just mothers and housewives? So, and even when they are not feeling safe and supported in their families. So we have to talk about really changing the mentality first, then changing education, because even in my younger age, girls were raised to be more humanitarian side, to be good mothers, good wives, and it was thought that mathematics, programming, and other hard sciences are more for men. So I think we have to talk about essentials education, safety first.
Yes, education is very important, and we have also another session on education, how to develop the mindset. So you're invited on that session as well. But I would say that, yes, you have pointed out the very important thing. Nowadays, without education, women entrepreneurship cannot be possible. If you go, even in the rural areas, if you just train them, if you try to accelerate the women, so definitely you need to provide some training, you need to provide some education. That will help a lot, and that will help in creating awareness among the women entrepreneurs. Now, I would like to go to Dante. Dante, what do you would like to say about these opportunities, about the women entrepreneurs in your country and throughout the whole world?
Okay. So I believe that this responsibility cannot be burdensome on only women's shoulder, right? It's a mutual effort that men and women have to take sincere efforts to make the change. if we want to really genuinely create those opportunities for women. So I have some few words to the men, because it seems like women are the ones who are responsible for making those changes. The gap between the gender gap is around like 171 years for women to catch up with the men, right? So I'm speaking to the men right here, to the boyfriends, husbands, businessmen, colleagues, fathers, brothers, investors. Let's get out of your comfort zones and start supporting women, start investing on them. And please open your ears and hear the silent scream of injustice. We have to see that. We have to realize that sincerely. This is the only way to take a look at the opportunities together. From the women's side, I see more women taking bolder steps towards actualizing themselves, especially the young ones, because they are quite passionate about changing the world, bringing positive impact. So that gives me a lot of hope, to be honest. I'm not talking about my country specifically. I don't see much support and opportunity for women. Unfortunately, our situation is different. But is it going to really hold me back, hold women, other entrepreneur friends like me? Absolutely not. So I know that tunnel looks quite dark, but we cannot just sit and wait there. We have to take bold actions, and we have to become the light. We have to be the light to reach out to our dreams. This is how I see it.
Thank you so much for actually giving us such valuable words that you say that, yes, we have to listen to them. We must hear what others are saying. Yes, we are very end of our session, but before going to that one, I want to ask you a last question. Actually, it's not a question. Rather, I would like to invite Faisal for giving a short suggestions, or what are the policies or recommendations would you like to put forward for the challenges and opportunities that we are having? You would like to share anything with our audience? Faisal.
We can't hear you. Your microphone.
Yeah.
Now,
thank you, Beauty, for your question. Yeah, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
I can't put policies. I am not entitled to put policies, but I would put some recommendations for any woman, regardless where is she, what is her situation. Number one, I agree with Roberta. She has to be educated. She has to empower herself by herself. She needs to be educated, because in this world, without education, you can't enter any. She needs to have confidence in herself, and she needs to have an idea in her mind, and it has to be an innovative idea. You cannot be a copier. You need to be different. You need to, if you want to stand alone, if you want to stand out, if you want to have a successful business, you should have an innovative idea, confidence, education, and you have to also explore what are the opportunities around you. We cannot sit at our house with closed doors and start complaining that there is no justice and there is no gender equality is very big, and you need to fight and you need to work so hard so you can reach out to your dreams. You can, and you can do it, and you have to be part of an organization, because you're gonna miss out, because a business by itself, an idea by itself is not enough. There are so many challenges. There is financial access to finance challenges. There is networking challenges. There is a lot of opportunities that you might miss out if you are not part of an organization. This is my humble advice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for your such great advices to the women entrepreneurs. Roberta, would you like to say something?
I would like to say that I think the most important thing is to have the right to choose and do what you love. If you are happy being at home with kids and just being a housewife, it's okay. No one has a right to judge you or say that it's not good. Not everyone can be an entrepreneur, even how many ideas you have. So I think it's the most important is to do what you love, what you want. If you want to be an entrepreneur, just do it. Start your business and do it. If you want to be an employee, that's also okay. So no one has the right to say to you what to do. That should be like it.
Perfect. So next, Dante, any advice from you?
Okay. I am personally making some bold steps to take action towards this, but before that, I have an announcement for female entrepreneurs, if you let me. Yeah. So I don't see a lot of female entrepreneurs around me, and to be honest, it feels quite lonely around here. So let's get united. As dear Faryal mentioned, we need to belong to somewhere. I mean, we cannot do this alone. We need to cooperate with some sort of business venture support system. We need to establish our support system. And if I need to talk about the opportunity, I can say that world is like this angry and uneducated adolescent, right? It's all over the place. And it's time to clean up this mess. But women and men hand in hand together. Let's create opportunities for women, people coming from poverty, underrepresented founders coming from different cultural backgrounds. And as those lovely ladies mentioned, we have enough courage, we have heart and confidence to make it happen. Look at countries like Lithuania, who is thriving, Finland, Estonia is a small country. Those countries have female leaders. They are led by women, and they're doing amazing. So personally, I was saying that we're making personal efforts to make the change. Nowadays, we are creating this EdTech platform to educate female entrepreneurs, underrepresented entrepreneurs, and bringing ecosystem players together, incubators, accelerators, corporate ventures, VCs, and investors to create harmonious and trustworthy business ecosystem to close the gender gap and make a positive impact together. And thank you so much for giving me a chance to announce this new. And we're looking for software engineers, talented software engineers to join our team and support us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So we have got to know more about the women entrepreneurship challenges, opportunities. So if I summarize it in just few words, I would say that you need to educate the female entrepreneurs. You need to change the entrepreneurs. You need to change your mindset. Then you will find opportunities. Although there are some challenges, if you can convert those challenges into opportunities, then you will succeed in life. Thank you, our panelists, for your awesome session and sharing your valuable speech with our participants. I would like to thank you from our team and hope to see you in our future. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so audience, don't go anywhere. We have another session left for you guys, and we'll be talking about the women and how to unleash the power of women. So stay tuned with us. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.